Hello everyone, this is Paula, back today feeling much better than yesterday, or the day before. I don't know what day it was, it doesn't matter. I am going to work on some more ephemera, and then I'll put the book together in the off video, because you guys know how to do that, and then I'll be back to decorate the video with you guys. Okay, so... or decorate the journal with you guys. Don't ask me where that came from. So the first thing, I mean, these aren't anything fancy, just fun. I just laid out some stuff. I haven't put anything together. I tried to ink things because I know yesterday was it was a lot to wait on all the inking. And so I'm going to use some Fabri-Tac to glue this big sheet of paper down. I want to make sure it stays. Get your corners well. That's the part the edges and the corners is what I focus on. And that's probably why I have issues with, you know, glue leaking out occasionally. So, hope you guys are doing well. Our weather today is beautiful. We're supposed to have cold rain tomorrow, as long as it stays rain and doesn't do anything else. So I am gluing this music sheet, which is very old. I forgot to look at the date, but it is very old. So let's get this on here and ready to go. Now, I already know that I have it in the upright position because we just looked at it. Or I just looked at it. I love, this is natural color. Yes, natural color. That's how old this is. I was going to look and see if I could see a date as to how old it is. It's out of shot. The whole book, look, the whole book is, you know, and I've got many of these. They're all just dilapidated. I haven't found a year yet, but let me see real fast. We'll look. I think we have time to look. And then again, there may not be a date. I don't see one on that. It says the copyright. There's not listed one. That's interesting. Usually they put dates 1915. That is what it is. 1915. How awesome. Awesome, awesome. Okay, so we know the answer to that question. And these show you how ragged they are. But they are not, they're not in a situation where they break when you fold them or tear them. So I thought we'd flip this over and add some music sheet on the back just to give it a little bit of decoration. If I can get my little flap to cooperate here. So, you know, I told you I had to have fluids. So that has kicked in, and I can tell that I feel much better. And I'm not quite as lethargic as I was. So, yeah. That's good because I am going on my retreat in 2 days. I leave Thursday night to go to my hotel. And then we'll be back. And of course, I'm not driving. My husband is going with me because he won't let me make a trip like that when I can't, you know, be 100%. He's afraid. I told him I would crawl there. I told you guys that I would crawl there. I'm not missing it. No way. So I am taking my walker. I'm going to feel like the old lady at the retreat. And if I need it, it'll be there. You know, if it starts getting too much, because it's a huge place. All right, now I think that just dolls up the envelope. And who knows, we might do something else. So I'm kind of giving this book, there is no theme. The book is, let me see here, My Christmas Treasury. So I just thought, and I used pine cones and holly. So I thought we'd just kind of theme it with holly, pine cones, and maybe even throw some wreath in there and Santa, of course. So that is what my plan is. And so I found, digging through my little box of things I've had forever, just a mixture of everything. You guys saw it the other day. I'm going to put this little tree slightly behind the front of this. Let's see if I can get them to hold still long enough to do that. And I actually think I'm going to put this little one down first. Yeah, of all times, Sadie is ringing the bells in the other room. I've started letting her kind of run loose in the house, but she, you guys, she knows when I'm doing a video. She knows because I start talking. And it's like every time, if I don't put her in her crate, she will run to the door. And I thought she could be a good girl today, but because I just took her out. And so anyway, she's just going to have to wait. She'll be ringing for an hour or however long it takes. Okay, so I'm going to put this smaller tree here. And didn't make a mess. What do you know about that? Maybe just a tiny bit right here. That's going to be covered up. Okay. All right, let me get this right here. Just a little bit. When it gets on some of this old stuff, it looks like a smudge. We don't want that. Okay, so we're going to put down this bigger tree. We're going to make it look like a tree, a Christmas tree lot. I'm thinking, why not, you know? And I also have put in this book a dad with his kids out in the snow cutting down a Christmas tree, which I thought looked so cool and fun. It was a vintage, came out of a vintage style magazine. It's an old Southern Living. That's what I think it is. That's usually what I have over there. That or the idea book. And once in a while I have other different books, like a Victorian style and all that. And they're all older and safe to use. Okay, so now here is the second tree. So I think I'm trying to decide if I want to bring it lower or higher. I guess we need to bring it down a little lower because it's in front. And so it would be lower. All right. So I got one little spot trying to leak right here. Every 5 seconds, she's ringing it. All right. There is a Christmas story on Hallmark about a dad and his 2 children, his son and daughter. The son's a photographer, but he's still only like 16 or 17. And they always go to the city to sell Christmas trees. It's a big part of their living. And their mom had passed away, and the dad's a widow. And so I cannot think of the name of it. You guys might know. But anyway, I like to watch it every year. No stars that I can recall. I think I'm going to put this deliver up here because it would be a special delivery, wouldn't it? We may put it right there. But over here, I'm doing it real simple. Over here, 'tis the season to be jolly. It's going right there. And I'm not putting any fabric or anything under this because it's a card. And I don't want it to fatten the book up. you know, you tear most of the stuff out of the book to make the journal, and we don't need it to do anything else. Okay, so I'm just kind of trying to make this as straight down the side as I can. Good. Oh, I'm liking this. I'm going to do the special delivery. Okay. All right. We could have put it down here, or we could put it up here. I think right up here. Yes, I like that. Now, I had thought about, putting, you know, something in here, just because, you know, I got a couple little Santa Clauses, but I just think they don't go with this style. Yeah, he don't go there. But as we go along, I'm going to continue to watch for stuff that might. Now, back here, I got to find my little wreath that I threw back on the stack of stuff. I want to use a little wreath to, oh my goodness, where is it at? Just a little circle wreath that was punched out. You know, I just thought, well, yeah, I can hear the dogs barking outside. Now we know why she wants to go out there. I was going to put that little circle. Oh, and I found it. Here it is. I think this is the one I wanted to use it on. No, that one is for this other. Let me grab my box of goodies. I just thought we'd put a little closure on it for the heck of it. How about we put 25 cents? You know, if you listen to your grandparents, they'd tell you back in my day, they were 25 cents. I don't know that, but maybe so. I don't think back in their day they bought Christmas trees that much, but I'm talking about my grandparents. Most of them plant a Christmas tree and then put it back in the ground, and you didn't really buy another. Okay, here we go. Now, we are going to have to make, oh, I remember what I wanted to put in here. I wanted to put this journal card in. Now, I didn't ink it, but that won't be a big deal. I can go back and ink it. Okay. So I'm just going to put glue on the lower half of this price tag. Okay, and you want it to let it dry really good before you use it. And you want to make sure that when you put it on here, none of the glue will get on the tip of your envelope. And then we'll see. There we go. Let's do it like this. Straighten it back up. There we go. Yeah. Looks a little bit like it's too much to the right. Yeah, that's close enough. All right, we'll let that dry really good. And I'll do this later since I don't have it inked. It's just going to be inked and a little bit of trim put on top. Like I have this gold trim right here. And I like to put a little something up here so when a person opens up an envelope or whatever, you know, they can find what they're looking for. Yeah, so that will be this one. So this is the first completed one. Now, I have thought about putting a star on these because I saw some really cute stars a minute ago. Let me think a second. Where did it go? This is how I do, because I have so much Christmas stuff that, you know, you get it in front of you and you don't know, you don't know what to do. So this is some sequins. I thought I had some stars in there. If I don't, I know I didn't plan on bringing the stars with me to my retreat, but we have some yellow gold, so we can do that. Come out of there. Oh, we have hearts and yellow. See if I can find another one that size. The only thing I hate about using sequins is they have a tendency to stick to everything. Like this was a mixture of yellows. So, let's see. Oh, that's a white one. Well, don't really want a white one. Want a yellow one. Oh, there's one. I think I'm wearing the other one. Huh. Okay. Let's see. Close. These lids are so hard to get on, right? There we go. Okay. So, we'll just put a little tiny bit of this glitter glue on here. Now, we all know that glitter glue dries pretty fast, so I got to get back over there and straighten that up a little bit. And it has a tendency, you know, it's real liquid. I just thought it would hold better and give me a smaller amount of glue. That's the real reason I used it. There we go. How easy was that? Now, yeah, that's not the shape of a star. But what we used when they didn't have shapes of stars in sequins? We'd use a round one. Because with the glow of the Christmas tree star or whatever, it has a tendency to look like a circle. So there we go. We got that on there. And all is looking good. Okay, so I'm going to put the lid back on this. I tell you, these things get so corroded in a fast moment. Of course, mine bent, and now I have to hammer it down with my scissors. If I don't, the glue still can come out. It's crazy. Okay, moving on. This is our finished product here. And then we'll put our journaling card in there once it dries. Okay, I'm going to set this over here out of the way to dry. And then we're going to move on to this one. Now, this is a time card. And I went ahead and stitched it before so we wouldn't have to go through the whole stitching. I haven't inked this, but I'll ink it off camera if I think it needs it. I thought it was pretty good with what was going on there. So I cut out paper to fit right here because that's our pocket, right? Now, just so you know, I'm thinking with this one that I want to make it fold out from your page, from the page. And I'm trying to come up with some different things so it's not the same old things all the time. Because, you know, really, there's only so many things you can do to make a pocket, right? Or whatever. Or a tuck, or All right, so we got this down to just cover this portion. And I'm not worried about covering up the string. The string is just there because I wanted it to stay because it's heavier. You know, these time cards are heavy. And I didn't want to have to. All right. All righty. Okay, so now I thought we would use Santa in this one. I was thinking maybe we use this little vintage looking Santa and this Santa list right here, and still in the tree theme with Santa, which is part of the theme. Here's the little Santa Claus hanging decorations. Santa Claus in the snow. Well, here is a pre-cut long rectangle tag that I bought in a package and just inked them. But it wasn't quite big enough for what I wanted. So I decided instead of putting it in like this, we would just mat it and make it larger. So I took some of the same polka dotted paper and put it on there. So see, we're going to do like this. We're going to mat it behind. And it's just barely going to show, but it's going to give it more weight. So it's not as easy to float out if it falls over, because it'd be a little heavier. And yeah, I like the way that tea stained. It's been a while since I stained them. I stained a whole bunch. Now I'm lucky to get my tea staining done. I'm more into who can do my tea staining for me. I'm lucky to get my work done. Okay, so the back is open for journaling. And let's go ahead and decorate this before we cover the... So I'm thinking what we could do is put Santa... put Santa on here low enough that we can put a button as the topper. A red button. Kind of has it's the same color as the polka dot paper. It's just a little lighter, kind of a cranberry color. So we can do it like that, or we can add some, I'm looking here. We can add some kind of fibers or something here. I don't want anything super... I want to leave some of these out too. Some of the sari silk. I'm going to leave it out because, we're in that place. And there's more in here if we need it. Here's a little bit of brown. Here's a little bit of burgundy-like. Okay, so I'm looking through here, and I have some of this... I don't know what it's called, but maybe we could see what this looks like. I like the way it frays, and it has speckles in it. It's almost like a linen, but it's not a linen. It's heavier than a linen. But I don't want to use this whole thing on it. I just thought, well, maybe we could just do a little section. And it would stick out a little bit, but hey, that's okay, right? Now, we want to cut this right down like this. Now, we want to fray it, too. So, we got to tear it if we're going to fray it. Yeah, and I'm going to put this back in the container. Okay. All right, we'll get some pulled off of here on the bottom so it looks kind of even with the top. So my daughter was sweet yesterday. She came and took me to the allergy clinic to get my big next to the last shot. I'm hoping it stays that way. And then she took me from there. I've not eaten out of one of the, you know, the food trucks that sit around town. I don't know if it does it at where you live, but we have food trucks all over different places. And we happened to go, we were going to Tuesday morning because we had like 30 minutes to kill and she had never been in there. Can you believe that? I couldn't believe she had never been in there. But anyway, and then she saw the food truck and it was past lunch and we hadn't eaten. So we ate. She says, I'm going to get a taco. Do you want a taco? And I said, out of a food truck? Yes, Mother. I said, okay, I do. Just give me one. You know, she says, they're really tiny. She says, but it's real Mexican food. Well, I don't know about that. It might have been prepared by a Mexican guy, but it was just chicken on little tiny corn tortillas. But, and they do make it different. They don't do lettuce and tomato and all that, you know. I don't know how I got off on that. That wasn't what I intended to even tell you. So, we didn't make it into Tuesday morning this time because she had to take me to my hair appointment. Well, by that time, I was exhausted. She has a sportier little car that she bops around town in instead of the big SUV. Whoever's got the kids has got the SUV. But, anyway, then she took me to get my hair done. And I was so tired through that whole thing. I came home and just dropped. Oh, no, I didn't. I came home and fixed goulash. Our anniversary was yesterday. So what do you do on your anniversary? You make goulash. Not really. We had set the stuff out to make it the day before. And he was going to help me because, you know, I'm not up to fixing a big meal and cleaning up. And so he got the cleanup duty and stirring for me at the end. But I literally went over to the refrigerator, filled up my drink with ice, my big jug of water, and when I turned around and went back over there, I could starting to smell something burning. And my onions were burning and sticking to the pan, and I had mixed them all up. I was so ticked off about that because I did not feel like doing it. And then when I do it, it does its thing at messing up. Now that's going to need a few minutes to dry. But there is our little tag. Now, I might do some doodling around it. We'll just have to see how much time we have. Okay, now I'm going to come over here to this, and we're going to put Santa on and put our Santa list on. So, anyway, that's what we're doing. Boy, that was a lot of glue on the back of him. It'll probably go everywhere. Maybe not, if I don't push him down too much. You know, you never know. Yeah, there's a little bit coming out right there. I knew it would start showing its head. We'll do less on the list. Didn't take this bottle long to start volcanoing. I am crazy. I can't believe I said that. What made me think of a tornado? I didn't dream during my afternoon nap. Sadie slept with me during the afternoon nap, and she's so cute to watch sleep. When she gets tired of laying up in my arm, up against me, she'll start to move, and her little paws go up in the air, and they're so tiny. She just stretches out. And so I just kind of scoot her over a little bit. And right next to where I scoot her over is where the two beds split. You know, we have one of those power lift beds. I don't even know where it came from. But anyway, that's what we got. And so she gets down in the crack. I mean, it won't drop through with her because it's so close. But so this tag is going in here. And then this decorating Christmas trees is going right here because, hey, it's that time of year. We're going to be decorating trees. Okay. So I'm wanting to do my tree this year. I want to do my tree. I have a flock tree. Just got it a year or two ago. And I've had it decorated really pretty with different pastels. And the top, instead of a star, it was a crown. And then it had a dove that I set up next to the crown. Just beautiful. But you know, it doesn't take me long to get tired of the same thing. And I want to do something different. I have a million, do you hear me? A million snowmen decorations. So here we go. I think that turned out cute, guys. And I might doodle on it, but I'm going to think on it before I do. It depends on where it ends up in the book. So, this is number 2. Now, let me see how much time we have. We have 28 minutes. So, let's do, where did the other one go? There it is. Wipe this glue off of here. Oh my. All right. This is a tiny envelope. I'm not 100% sure where I got it. So you'll just have to look at a lot of the people that have these little envelopes. You might try Tattered Dreams, Lots of Bubbles, something polka dots too. What is her name? Those are the places, you know, that I can think of off the top of my head. But, you know, I think it's really Denise has them off and on when she can keep them in the store. Okay, so this is just a little journaling card with Santa's face. I love this vintagey Santa, don't you? Now, I'm not collaging on him like, you know, we do on some envelopes. Excuse me, I had to get a drink. I am just putting a strip straight down each side. I like the way it looks, and I'll show you what we're going to do to it. I never know really what I'm going to do when I start doing my Christmas books. I have to look at it, and it just has to come to me. So you want both sides of the white to show on the envelope. So see, there's a little bit here and a little bit on the outside portion. Just a little trim, and that has all been inked. Okay, so we'll do the other side with red paper that has holly and holly beads. Right. Okay, and do the same thing on this side. I didn't get them perfect. I just took some scraps and okay, so there we go. We got the sides done. And now I want to do the top there. No, I'm putting this one goes on the bottom, I think. I can't remember. I think it goes here. It doesn't really matter. And you're leaving a space on each side, and actually the space is bigger. All right, and then put the red at the bottom. And these are just 4 patterns that I've been using in the book. And just scraps. And literally, we hardly had any paper left. And you know, sometimes if you don't cut it the exact same way, you don't get the same amount. So basically, I'm just framing him in on this envelope. If you ever done that as a kid, just put paper down and make an envelope out of paper. Probably not in this generation. Trying to get this little bit of glue right there off. Guess who's still ringing the bells? She's giving me anxiety to hurry. And I don't want to pause it because my husband hates it when I pause it. It just takes longer to get it downloaded. And he has to think about how to do it because we haven't done it enough to... All right, so there's Santa looking all sharp. And up here, we're going to put Christmas. Okay? Because that's what is coming up. Okay, so I'm putting Christmas here. All righty. So you just want to center it over the window. It's the same width as the black band. I've got glue stuck on me everywhere, guys. Sorry. It doesn't look awesome. So I did that wrong just now. Just saying. Because I wanted to put rhinestones. I wanted to put rhinestones on here, and I've got big ones. That's too big. I don't like it that big. And I've got smaller ones. They're medium. So I'm going to do it right there. I'm going to put a green medium. And I was going to do whatever color it sets on. I never trust the glue on the rhinestones. I'm telling you, little things are difficult for my fingers. Let's see if I got that straight. Yeah, it looks pretty good. Now, I don't know what it would look like to put them up here. Let's just set one up here and see. You know, I want it to be, if it will get off my fingers. Well, that's not bad. Okay, we'll just do it. Why not? I have my, the thing that I put my gems on that I paid like $28 for, which was crazy, but it really does work well putting sequins on and gems. So I bought it because my fingers are so weird. They don't do tiny things anymore. Okay, let me see if I got it straight. And when the white glue goes away, and it will because it dries clear, you'll be able to see. And that's just simple. But it changed the whole look of the envelope. Now, in the back of this one, we have the little reef I was talking about. And we also need to put something in the pocket. So we'll make that when we make the other one. Oh, he's in the pocket. What am I talking about? We don't need to get anything else in there. But we want it to have that look of, you know, having something in there to take out and journal. And you could journal on his back because it's definitely... There we go. Make sure our gems didn't move. We have our little back. And we have, this one is done as soon as it dries. All right, I'm going to set that to the side. Okay, so now we want to go ahead and, let's go ahead and get this one journaling card done, because if we don't, then, you know, we're not gonna like it. It's not gonna be complete, and I'm liable to forget. I'm having the hardest time getting this in there. Usually it falls right in there for me. But I'm on camera today, so no. The problem is not glue on the needle. The problem is the needle so crooked everywhere. I know. Over time, it's got bent every time I put it in, and I've had it forever. That's like the second bottle I ever had, or first. And it's a tiny bottle, so now we're going to have to ink this because it needs to match all the fun of the envelope. So I need to make a fabric flip, and I need to make, let me think. I've got belly bands already. Okay. That Santa's face looks like a woman. That's not the first one I've discovered that on. There's a lot of stuff that has women being Santa. Well, I think it's been written that he was a man. I don't know. But I guess it doesn't really matter. But here we go. We're going to add this little trim right here. And I don't want to cover up the little letters. So I'm going to cut a little bit of this off. Let's see. Yeah, just going to do a tiny bit there. So after I get the book together, I don't know if I have time, but I was going to show you how I put my tabs on. I'm going to do fabric tabs on this one. instead of lace. I'll have to see. There we go. See the lady? Now I'm going to bring these over so you can see them again. We'll go back and watch. This is going to go in the back once the ribbon dries. And then we have this cute little Santa. I'm trying to think if I have my doodle pen. Let me look, ladies and gentlemen, if there's any out there. Let me grab that pen. And it's going to be no telling where it's at in here because I've been packing. This is how it is, though. You pack and you pack, and you haven't used something in your craft room, maybe for months, or maybe even longer. And then, when you get it packed, you need it. That's just how it is. So I'm just going to do lines and dots. You know, I never do them identical. Sometimes I just do straight lines. And I do them different sizes. See, but I like that better. It gives it some kind of direction. Okay, now, let's look and see now if the tag needs that. No, I think that's better because the tag is outlined in red. And I think that made a difference, you know. And so, let's move on and see what else we can do. So, we got 3 things done today, for sure. So, I'm going to set that aside, get me a drink, and I think we should make something with Tim Holtz Christmas or winter paper dolls. Now, I'm going to tell you, not all of these look like Christmas. To me, some of them look a little spooky, but that's just how it is. I'm looking over here to see in this one box, out of a million, if I can lift it, now this is all new stuff I've bought for this year, but I have gobs more. I just didn't want to dig through it. So here we are. Okay, so I wanted to find a wreath. Oh, here's the wreaths over here. I want to do something with a wreath. What do you got? Show Mama, Sadie. Oh, my word, you guys. She's going to kill me. Sadie, what do you have? Bring it here. You have to talk a little strict. She does this thing in my scrap room where she goes in circles. She may have just got my pen out of my, or something out of my tote that's sitting here on the floor. She doesn't realize that that can get her in trouble. Ooh, look at that. That's pretty too. Now that's new. But it's also, it's in the I kind of put them in order of trees and all the different things. Oh, here's some cute little wreaths too. And cute little Christmas trees. Let's just see what we can come up with. I'm going to step around and see what she has, in case it's dangerous. Sadie, what do you got, baby? Come show Mama. Come show Mama. She's got some kind of something that looks like a pen or a pencil. So I have to try to get it. Excuse me. I'm sorry. Show Mama, Sadie. What you got? What do you have? Show Mama. Oh, she has a tooth. She has the little paintbrush that's 100 years old. It's made out of wood. It's probably not safe for her to eat, but you know what? She can be that. I don't want to say the word. Charlie tells me, Grammy, you can't say that word. Stupid. Charlie's not here. I can get away with it. Anyway, so he has, you know, she's tried to get it out of this tote a couple times already. And, she wears me out, you guys. Okay, so let's do one of these guest checks. And let's see. We've got this man that I like because we're talking about Christmas trees, who is holding a Christmas tree. Isn't he cool? Now, he looks kind of bland on there, but I can't imagine he would be there without his children or without his, you know, family or whatever. Maybe these little children. But see, I'll have to put them in front of the tree if I do that. And I don't know if I want to do that. Or they could stand down in front of Dad. That's cuter, isn't it? Okay, we're going to do that. Now, what are we going to put on the top? Sadie, bring it to Mama. That's going to hurt you. Okay, I was looking at this thinking, surely there's something on here. I love these stickers. And really, I think this Santa hat will fit him. I'm kidding, but it would be funny. Okay, so we'll just get him started and go from there. And then we'll decide. I thought this tree was really pretty at the store. And a lady down the street was having a garage sale. And she was selling these little secret ones for 25 cents. Brand new. And you never know what you're going to do. So you have a tendency to just go for it, you know. All right. And then we'll put some kind of title there. But I think we need to think about the background. Let me see what else we have. I want it to look kind of snowy. And maybe that, you know, we can put some of this trim, not trim, but some of this leftover dolly. I think that's what it is. You never know. And it's got spots on it. Which makes it look really cool. And I think I'm going to cover just a certain amount. And then we'll decide. I will get around here. Sadie, bring it to Mama. That will hurt you. I'm sorry, you guys. She's got me distracted now. My husband would be singing Dumb Dog for Manny. I don't know if it was him that did that or someone else, but my son-in-law thinks that Sadie is the dumbest dog ever. Well, he was just mean, and I told him that. I said, no, she's not. Okay, Sadie, bring it to Mama, baby. She's doing this because I didn't answer the door. I'm telling you, she does have ways of manipulating you. Do you guys feel that about your dog? Sadie she literally will manipulate you. And I like that back there. I think it'll look kind of like, you know, a star. Not star, but snow in the background. And then we'll add a snowflake here and there. Okay, and then we've got the kids. They're all bundled up with their mafia-looking father. He does look like that, doesn't he? I think really Tim didn't do much difference. I mean, they all still look, just like regular paper dolls. One or two of them might have a tree they're holding. Okay, so we're going to do that, and then we'll go from there with adding a little bit of color. So I'm gonna put some glue on here. I know we don't have a whole lot of time left, but you at least know what we're up to. And I will also, I'm just putting a little bit of, not a whole lot to spill through. Mostly it on the outside here. Sadie, come see Mama. When she does this, it makes me crazy when she behaves like this. Oh, I get so ticked off at her. I don't do anything to her but scold her, but still it makes me so angry when she does that. And I can hear her over there just chomping on it. The sad thing is, you know, when you have a craft room, there's a million little things. There's needles and straight pins and buttons and glitter and anything tiny. Beads. I've had beads everywhere in this room. And, you know, so, yeah, I'll hear her chewing on a button. It just cracks me up. She eventually will drop it because she'll get bored. Okay, now I'm not inking these Tim Holt things because you can't really see the sides. I'm thinking though, what do we want to put in the background? I have the word Noel on right here with me, and let me see what else I have as far as, okay, Sadie Rose, where is my little, oh, there it is. I'm looking the total wrong way. This is what happens when your room is like destroyed. Okay, and it can't help it. It's pretty messy. There's a ticket, but it's too bulky. Let's find something to go straight across there with some kind of Christmas saying. Here's Fa La 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 La, but it's on chipboard. I don't want to put that on there because it doesn't, you know, it's not the right height. Let's see. Celebrate. I know in here somewhere I've got what I need. It's just a matter of it coming to the surface. You guys know what I mean. Look at that little cute guy, that little elf. Okay, let's see if we can find something small. Ooh, I like that. And the reason I like this, you guys, is because we can cut around it, and I like the lettering with his clothes. So, yeah. Okay. Well, that would be cute just across there too, wouldn't it? But that doesn't solve it being, you know, higher than it should. Yeah. So I'm going to cut around this, and I gotta find my scissors. they end up across the room. Don't ask me how. I don't know. And I'm just going to trim around it just like this, because I know it won't fit any other way. So I didn't cut that perfect. Dadgummit. Do you ever do that? Just think you can get away with fussy cutting and making it look perfect, and then it's all lopsided. And trust me, it is. It's all lopsided. So you know what you do in that situation. You just make it look like it was meant to be lopsided. Like I'm doing right now. Like we're just trying to get as close to the letters as we can. See? Sadie. You are so naughty. You're in trouble. You're going to get in trouble. Of course, she's so fast. Rick and I can be on one end. Rick can be on the other end trying to catch her. And we really realize how old we are at that point. And we have this big circle in our living room and kitchen, so you can go around the whole kitchen. And so she will do that. She will go one way, and then I'll go one way, and Rick will go another way, and she'll turn and go the other way, and then she'll turn and go back, and sometimes she'll pass right by you. You feel like a big dummy. You know when your dog can outsmart you. Okay, so I am going to just kind of give a little bit of edge on here because I want it to stand out from the other parts that are white. Okay, so let's see where we want to put this, in the middle or off to the right. Let's do it off to the right. All right. Christmas. Alrighty, now let's put the tree down with Mafia Daddy. He sure looks like the old day Mafia guys. Of course, he's not smiling. And guys don't dress like this anymore. Not really. My dad loved Mafia shows. That's the reason I said he looks like a Mafia guy. Because we were stuck watching them. And most of the time we'd start them and then we'd leave. Go find something else to do. Which really, kids back in that day, we didn't have the things to do that kids do now. You know, kids now like to stay in their room. Because they're either on the phone or on their iPad or computer. None of us had that stuff. And we didn't even have the arts and crafts that they have nowadays. Okay, so putting him right there. Him and all the glue. All right, guys, as soon as we glue the little girls on, we're going to have to go. I want to say to you, I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. And if you haven't signed up for our group, please do. We love it when new people subscribe. Okay, now. And I like to think you learn a lot. Not that I'm a professional, but my family thinks I am, but I'm not. My grandkids will tell their friends that I'm an artist. And I just laugh because it's so cute. Okay, Not much anymore because they're older now. So do we want them right here or just over in front of Dad? I think it looks cuter like this. How cute. All right, guys. I hope you enjoyed today's video. I'll see you next time. You guys, subscribe if you haven't. Don't forget the thumbs up. I've enjoyed being with you today. See you later.